And mostly if it comes to the point of natural wine, I see people being a bit confused at the beginning because they want to compare it to classical wine.
Right.
I tell you that natural wine is an own category. Don't compare it to classical sulfured wine.
I can't wait to taste it.
So it's more to drink partly like a beer than like a classical wine.
Oh, I like that. It makes consumption so much easier.
Yes. So this is 10.5 in alcohol.
Yeah.
It's our entry level to naturals, but it's already telling a lot of ideas we have in here.
Okay.
This wine is still alive. It's not dead. It's not shot down or not stabilized by sulfur. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's got a natural nose to it.
yes, the yeast are still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah?
What sort of yeast do you use, Kai?
It's all natural yeast. So
Okay,
everything
in
is
the barrel.
Yeah, so it's 100% wild natural fermentation.
This would be good with some German sausage and fatty pork.
Absolutely. So I hope you understand what I mean by it's a drink to drink, more like a beer.
Yeah.
It's not to compare in a way like classical wines, but I like this refreshing attitude of these wines a lot. For me, it can make me addicted to drink wines like that.
Now I understand what you mean by increasing the elegance and the expression while bringing the alcohol level down. They got to taste your natural wine to understand you.
Yeah, so drinkability is always first. Wines are made to drink.
Yeah.
And they are not just to show glasses around. They are made to bring pleasure to people in good moments. And refreshingness is very important in this.
This is your entry level.
That's the easiest and cheapest wine we do. Yeah?
Okay.
So
I won't say cheap in that sense, but it's good value.
Yes.
And how much does that retail for in EU?
EU retail is €9.50.
Okay. And how does that compare to entry level nature wine in the market? Is it about the median level or at the up? In terms of the retail price in EU, 950, is that at the upper end or lower end?
Yes. So for entry level, this is already upper end. So we are in a lucky situation that what we did and figured out during the last years got quite successful.
Okay.
So our prices
how many bottles do you produce? Your production is about 70 hectoliters per hectare.
It's lower. So that's the VDP law, 70 hectoliters. But in some vintages we have only 20, 25 hectoliters.
Wow,
so it's super low. That's the price perhaps we pay on this natural wine growing system.
So how many bottles do you have a year?
It depends on the vintage.
Okay.
So for this wine it can be between 5 and 10,000 bottles perhaps a year.
Wow, then it's very difficult to be happily allocated to this.
Yes.
Because it's only that much from your winery, right?
But we are not talking about mass production. We are talking about a very freaky, unique idea we deliver. And so we are happy that we are able to share this idea around the world at the moment.
How many of your colleagues in Rheinhessen are doing this nature wine? Are you the only one?
There are some coming up, but in the VDP there's hardly any.
So you are the pioneer.
In this idea, I think we are pretty much first. Yeah.
How about competitors from other areas like Australia? Do they do the similar?
I don't call them competitors. I call them friends.
Okay, your friends.
These people in the natural wine world are very nice, and I like to exchange a lot with people from Austria, from France. And we know that there are some other pioneers, and we are trying to work as close together as possible.
But this is Riesling, isn't it? The nature wine.
This is a blend.
Oh, okay.
So this is a blend of Riesling, some Silvaner, some Müller-Thurgau, and some Scheurebe grapes. So here we have, in total, it's a mix, a blend of 10 different barrels minimum. We have barrels that are super reductive. We have yeasty barrels. We have fruity barrels. We have acidic barrels. We have mineral barrels. And all together are coming to this point of this drinkability level.
I see.
It's not to do in one barrel. So making natural wine is not as easy as it sounds.
It's actually tougher.
You need to have a lot of knowledge, and you need to have a plan and a strategy on it. Because if you do natural wine in the wrong way, we will end up with this kind of oxidized wines that I cannot drink. I need wines that are stable and elegant to drink. Even if it's made without sulfur, it needs to deliver drinkability and refreshing moments and not brown, heavy apple juice.
So it's like doing a painting with natural dyes to make sure that the color would hold each other, accentuate, and then bring it out in the glass. And it's not that easy, but you have to see it when it's complete.
Yes, it's a challenge, but it's a lot of fun because
Which was the first year you did it?
Honestly, since 2008 we did natural experiments.
From the time you arrived?
Yes, so, and we did wines that we called Querkopf, that were our prototyping wines. And vintage 2017 was then the first vintage we started to deliver a serious quality and a serious quantity.
So that's the first vintage?
17 was the first vintage of our entry-level Naturweiss. And then with vintage 18 we released the second level of a Premier Cru style of a natural as well, coming from one of the best spots in the region. It's grown in Hipping, directly next to the piece of Klaus-Peter Keller's Hipping.
And the Cepage is also a blend?
No, this is only a Silvaner. And then
the entry level is a blend.
Only the entry level is a blend. So then the second quality level of natural is a Silvaner from a Premier Cru vineyard. And then there will be a release this year coming out with something very thrilling. So it's still slightly a secret, but I can already tell you that we will release soon a natural wine level of a new decade. So
is it coming to Singapore?
We don't know yet, but we try to make it happen. So it's made from Riesling, and it's long aged in oak barrels, and it's natural wine, but it will feel like a classic. So it's not milky, it's not reductive, it's very elegant and very mineral and salty, and it gets again this refreshing mentality. So therefore I think you can already think about it that it comes from one of the best vineyards we have. So stay tuned.
So that's the first time you're getting that quality.
Yes.
And that would be 2018. The vintage.
Yes, the vintage that's coming out, stay tuned, and I'll talk about that.
Secret.
So some secrets we need.
But it will be released soon.
It will be released soon.
So we have to keep our eye on the radar screen.
No, it's so much fun to do things like that. So this was more or less the world of natural wines. If you want, we can now jump into the dry Riesling category.
Sure.